iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. It comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome in, race fans, here tonight to the Williams Grove Speedway here in basically Amish country, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we are here back with the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series presented by the 802 iRacing League. Race fans, first we got to give it up to you out there tonight. Tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network when, of course, I know the Chili Bowl is live right now over on Flow Racing. But tonight, it's the stars, the cars here. As you see, they've already turned the lights on all the way around this speedway. Tonight, these drivers, 25 drivers strong, trying to, well, battle this very unique racetrack. 410 sprint cars weekly on a Friday night, you count it. Here, though, 358s, it's a little bit different. There's going to be some obstacles for these drivers to try and navigate. You see it, the back straightaway, it looks straight. That outside wall on the back straightaway, it is anything but straight because these drivers are going to have to deal with that little bit of an opening there. And, of course, you always got to watch out for the pedestrian bridge. Maybe a little bit different nowadays than what we have here on the iRacing.com platform. But how about an interesting fact about the Williams Grove Speedway? Did you know they held a Metallica concert down in turns 3 and 4 back in the 80s? It was before my time, race fans, but hey, if you look it up, it actually happened. Coming into the night, though, where do we sit? Well, we're not sitting here to watch Metallica. We're sitting here to watch the 7th round of the series. And, well, who's the points championship leader? Well, if you forgot, it is actually still Chad Lackey, race fans. He holds a 9-point lead over Trevor Javru, and then Tyler Knaff is back there, 15 points back. So we'll see if anybody's able to make up some ground. Maybe Barber, Roselli, one of those Pennsylvania drivers. Maybe he holds it down in his home state here tonight. We'll find out here in just a little bit. These drivers currently in their qualifying session, trying to draw to see who's going to have that quick time. Right now, Chad Lackey is sitting at the top of the boards on that. Talking about Lackey, he is the points championship leader. He does come in with 2 wins so far this season. Excuse me. I was looking at the podiums there, and I almost fell off the chair. We're in round number 7. He's already had 4 podium finishes, 2 wins, and that's only counting actually 5 out of the 6 races because his worst race, we've taken it off the stat chart here with this series. We don't even count your worst finish. We only do that for you once. But Chad Lackey will pick up the QuickTime Award here tonight, so he already has a little bit of hardware headed his way. So Lackey picks it up. But hey, what do you say we get ready for those Super Dirt Car Series Heat Races? This is how your starting lineup will roll for Heat Race number 1. Starting on the front row, out of Canada here, just from the north, car number 76. That'll be Ryland Banks. The 007 Bachman entry, he is back here tonight. He'll start P number 2 in this heat race. Starting into the third position here, car number 28. That'll be Jeff Sharp. Sharp starting third. Chad Lackey at the quick time. We're going to invert 4 of them. He'll start all the way back into the 4th position here tonight. Lackey in car number 66, rolling from 4th. Brian Lawson is here tonight, car number 57. The Venom Racing entry will start back in 5th. How about Brandon Grand? And then 04, he will start in 6th. Harold Klump, he made the tow from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania out here. Car number 35, starting in 7th. 8th will be Glenn Sharp, and Mason Hine in car number 89 will roll there from the final starting position. Going to give them one more quick lap here as they pack the track in just a little bit better, race fans. Watch all the heat races. Keep track of the heat races because they do matter, race fans. Passing points. Super Dirt Car Series, your premier dirt modified series. Well, the passing points, they add up at the end of the season. Right now, we are sitting with Glenn Sharp actually leading the Super Dirt Car Series passing points. He has 9, and it's Klump, Sharp, Klump, Giroux is how they are in the Super Dirt Car Series passing points. How do you get passing points? Well, every heat race that you are in, you get a passing point. So these drivers, if they make a pass, you get a point. You lose a spot, we don't subtract. It's not like the Chili Bowl and how they keep track of their passing points. Even though maybe we should suggest that. Reynolds, you listening? He's probably not. He's old. But hey, we're getting ready to go racing here tonight. Looking at these drivers, we will take the top 5, lock them in. What do you say, race fans? Coming to green this time. 8 laps on the big board. Let's see which one of these 358 modified drivers will pick up a heat race win here tonight. Green flag up in the air. We're racing in Pennsylvania. Great start by the number 76 there of Ryland Banks. He'll leave Bachman to the outside. Bachman with new colors on the 007 Full Throttle Motorsports entry. Little contact back there between the number 28 of Sharp and the 66 of Lackey. Let's see lap number 1. It's going to go to Ryland Banks, but look at the run. Bachman has down the front straightaway. He'll nose to the inside, just showing the nose here to Banks. See if he can get the run off the bottom side of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. They get ready to roll. Here they are. Side by side still for the lead, but here comes Lackey. He's starting to reel in both of these drivers. He got around number 28 of Sharp at the line this time. Give it to Bachman. It was Banks lap number 1, Bachman lap number 2. And heck, we still have a few to go. Bachman going to get the race lead, though, because Banks slides up the speedway in turns 1 and 2. Looks like that Gator Tough, number 76, a little bit of tight. Here comes Lackey in the blue Billings, number 66 entry. He'll take the second spot away, so it'll be Bachman, Lackey, Banks, Sharp, Lawson. Those are the drivers that are currently locking themselves into the feature, not having to go through a last chance qualifier here tonight. Remember, race fans, I believe we're going to go with 2 heat races here tonight and a last chance qualifier here with 5 laps to go in the first heat race. 4 laps that time by as they come by on the line, and these drivers looking like they're having a little bit of trouble trying to navigate turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, they go underneath the bridge, down into 3 and 4. This was my seat last time I was at Williams Grove. Take a look at that. That's a good one to have. Can never go wrong here at the Williams Grove Raceway. Battle once again, though, for the second position. Lackey opening up the door in the Billings Motorsports 66. Banks not able to do anything with it right now. Keep an eye on it here, seeing if anybody's going to make a move a little bit deeper into the field. You got to come back here. Lawson in the car number 57 as they get the popsicle 6 this time. Lawson is sitting in the fifth and final transfer spot. Harold Klump is right there. Guerin is right there. Sharp and Hine right now is how they are. Brandon back here in the BG Graphics. Number 4 entry, brand new colors on that machine. White Silk is in the air. It'll be one more time around, presented by G Stone Motors. Bachman still out front but he's got the pressure. Lackey is right there. You don't want to make a mistake because, well, you make a little bit of a mistake, and he is going to pounce. Out of turn number 4, though, it's going to be Bachman, Lackey, Banks, Sharp, and Lawson. So Sam Bachman picking up a heat race win, the champion from season number 3. So as Bachman picks up that one, that is going to be actually Bachman's first heat race win of the season. So Bachman picking that one up. That leaves us with another heat race, and this is how we're getting ready to grid this one up. CJ LeVere in the 4R here tonight. We'll start on the front row. To the outside of him, that's going to be Ted York in the 09 entry. And how about the driver out of Syracuse, New York, driving car number 79, the Super Dirt Car Series number 79. It better be purple. I didn't check it down in the pits here tonight. Mr. Reynolds in car number 79. Good to see him back and healthy here tonight. Car number 51, Clay Christopherson, will start P number 4. How about Shane Pearson, car number 93? He will roll from 5th. This driver, hailing from New York, tap dancing himself, Speedy Brissett. He's going to bring another one of those Brissetts a little bit later on here. Starting back into the 7th spot, though, another New Yorker, car number 20. That'll be Cody Harris. And tap dancing Eddie Brissett in car number 15 will roll from the 8th position. That's your 8-car field here for heat race number 2. So heat race number 2 getting ready to go here tonight, race fans. Hey, we got to thank you all once again for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network, watching the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series. Race fan, if you need yourself a tow rig, or maybe you just need a family hauler so you can get yourself to your local dirt track, well, there's only one place to go. That's G-Stone Motors in Middlebury, Vermont, your certified Ford dealer. They will have it. Well, let me rephrase that. If they don't have it, they will have it. That's because they can order it for you. That's how we do a lot of car buying these days, right, race fans? We go online, we spec it out, but we have to still go to the dealer. Where do we go to the dealer? G-Stone Motors. That's where you need to go. Head on over there today and tell them the 802 series sent you their way. Ready to rock, ready to roll. The Heath Auto Repair number 4R, CJ LeVere to the inside here. That was Ted York to the outside in the number 9. Put another 8 laps up on the board. See which one of these drivers will walk away with a heat race win and which one will lock themselves in and which ones have to go through a last chance qualifier. They jump on the loud pedal, though. Here we go. 8 laps. Heat race number 2 out there onto the speedway. Reynolds indeed is driving his purple Peeper Eater machine as he'll bang bars with Christopherson down the back straightaway. CJ LeVere leads them into 3 contact. Reynolds getting a little sideways. Everybody having to check up. 4 wide racing, and no, you are not watching the Daytona 500. It was 4 wide racing out of turn number 3 and 4. They kind of shuffled it down to 3 wide, then to 2 wide as you're still watching the battle back here. This is with Speedy Brissett and the number 70. Oh, Speedy into the wall, and he'll take Pearson along with him. Those drivers actually are able to keep going. Speedy's front end looks like it's, well, me looking at my nose. Let's go back to the race lead, though, because we stayed green because everybody was able to drive away. CJ LeVere under pressure. He's got Christopherson and York right there breathing on the back tail tank of that machine. 5 laps remaining here at the line. They've all been led by CJ LeVere. LeVere has been the only race leader here. LeVere, though, can he lead the last 5? Christopherson peeking down to the inside. Christopherson will take the race lead, but how about a little bit of a bump there by CJ? Moved him up out of the groove. Drag race. Christopherson at the line had the race lead. The Full Throttle Motorsports Mellow Yellow look-alike number 51. Now taking the race lead. So it'll be Christopherson, LeVere, York, Reynolds, Brissett. And Brissett under attack because he's got Cody Harris back here all over him. Pearson and Speedy Brissett. So Eddie Brissett in that 5th position. Speedy Brissett back into the 8th position. Eddie Brissett only running a part-time schedule here with us this year. It's always good to see him. He's got the Dan Dubuque number 61 Memorial badge on car number 51. Oh, we got the old popsicle sticks that time. CJ Lavera still holding on to second. It's still Christofferson out front. This time out of turn number 4, it'll be the white silk into the air. Dean Reynolds told me Dave Farney's out here flagging tonight at Williams Grove. Christofferson trying to pick up a heat race win here. This would be his 4th heat race win of the season if he can hold off the rest of the field. At the line, there it is. It'll be Christofferson, Lavere, York, Reynolds, Brissett locking in, Harris, Pearson, and Speed Brissett all having to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight because we will send a driver home. So Christofferson doesn't have to worry about that. Lavere, York, Reynolds, and Eddie Brissett all taking themselves to the big show. And I told you we were only going to do 2 heat races. I uno dosed, and I traced the incorrect way. I should have ein, zwei, and dry, and feared I might get one wrong. But hey, that just means more racing for you race fans, and this is what the final heat race of the evening will look like. Starting on the pole here in heat race number 3 is going to be the number 51. That'll be Matt Taylor. Taylor in car number 51, starting P number 1. How about the drivers starting second here tonight? Trevor Giroux in car number 75 will roll from second, and it's the man that I can never say his name right. It's going to be car number 41 of Tyler Naff. Naff in car 41. Matt Barber, he's here. How about that? Car 16, how do we forget him? How do we get this all? Oh, boy, look at this hole. It's like the Canadian Invasion posse just decided they all wanted to roll into the 3rd heat race here tonight. Barber in car 16, he'll start 4th. Joey Lattisaur in the Mr. Radiator number 23 will start in 5th. Shane Billings in car number 17, he'll go from 6th. Shane Pearson, well, 88, he'll go 7th. And how about Anthony Roselli? Anthony, you got to hold it down. Shotgun of the field here in the final heat race of the evening. Roselli out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, just about an hour and 15, well, to the east here of the Williams Grove Speedway. Take one more pace lap here for your race fans. Take a good look at the field. Who's your favorite driver? How about Barber throwing it back to the Biff? A good-looking hot rod. Billings got his typical number 17 colors going there, the neon fluorescent yellow. Roselli at the back. He's got his Van Sickle electric scheme on. I think a new one there for the number 75T of Giroux. Ready to go, though. Another 8 laps, 5 to qualify. We'll take 5 right out of the heat race here tonight. Waiting on Farney. He says, yep, everybody's 2x2 bunched up, ready to go. Green flag into the air. Giroux with a great start to the outside. There go 3 wide racing with Barber, Naff, and Billings back there. They settled it down to just 2 wide as they work down the back straightaway into 3. Little bumper tag there from the 17 to the 16. Hey, I don't know if bump drafting is allowed here at Williams Grove, but they're going to try it. Long straightaways here tonight at the Williams Grove Speedway. More contact back there. Tyler trying to move the old Biff machine up out of the way. He'll pull his machine down to the inside. There's the 41. The Vertex Graphics entry. Lap 1 went to Giroux. Lap 2 will also go to Giroux. That'll put 6 laps remaining. Contact! And there, we're going to wad a couple of them up here. The Biff's going to go around. Neff, Roselli, all getting involved in that one. We're staying green because the Biff does a kick flip 360 and keeps on ticking. That's what the Biff would do. So Giroux out front with just 5 to go. It's Giroux. Taylor, he's right there. Then it's Billings and Lattisaur. Anthony Roselli is there. He's being put under pressure, though. Tyler in the number 41, trying to get the Van Sickle Electric number 7 out of the way. I think Anthony Roselli, I think I saw he one time on a Friday night wanted to go to the races at Williams Grove from his home in Pennsylvania, and I believe he rode his bicycle. Roselli, a big runner, a big bicyclist out here. A lot of beautiful roads in eastern Pennsylvania to ride your bike. Tonight, though, it's not a bike ride for him right now. Tyler is all over him trying to get that final transfer spot. You don't want to go through the last chance qualifier if you don't have to. The Van Sickle Electric number 7. We'll see 2 to go this time, and he's still at the transfer spot. At the front of the field, it's still Giroux, it's still Taylor, and Billings. So nothing has changed there. Joey Ladisor. There you see him in the Mr. Radiator Auto Service number 23. Mr. Radiator's Auto Service giving a Hard Charger award in our feature event as the white silk flies here. $5 to the hardest charger, brought to us by Mr. Radiator's Auto Service. Talk more about that in tonight's feature. Giroux looking to come across here and pick up his 3rd heat race victory of the year. So Trevor Giroux will come across. Taylor, Billings, Ladisor, Roselli will hold on. Everybody else going to have to go to one of those dreaded last chance qualifiers here tonight at one of the toughest tracks we go to all season long. Not somewhere I'd like to find myself, that's for sure. But as we talk about it, what do you say we get one final race in? This is your last chance qualifier here tonight. Starting on the front row, car number 35 out of Pennsylvania. That'll be Harold Klump in car number 35, starting P1. To the outside ahead, the New York driver, car number 20. That'll be Cody Harris. Back in P number 3, you just saw him out there onto the track. Quick turnaround, slap some fuel in it, put some new tires on it. Car number 41, Tyler, knock it off. Car number 4 here tonight, the 04, if you will. It'll be Brandon Guerin. He'll start P number 4. Dane Pearson, car number 93, will start 5th, and that'll be Matt Barber, car number 16. Glenn Sharp in car number 99 will roll from the 7th spot. 8th then will be Speedy Brissett. He'll have to get pretty speedy here. James Pierce in car number 88 will roll 9th, and Mason Hine is the final starter. Everybody did make the call here for the last chance qualifier, so all drivers are out onto the raceway. Who do you have walking in here? Race fans, take a look at this. We got 5, 10, 15. Okay, so we got 15 drivers in, right? So if you got 15 in out of 24, what does that mean? We got 25 drivers total. We locked in 15. Taking all but 1, I believe. Right? Taking all but 1. So who is going to be the driver on the outside? Look at him. We're all going to find out here together. Just taking a look. I've never found race fans. There's always a little Easter egg in every iRacing track. I've never found Dale Earnhardt Jr. here at Williams Grove. Maybe it's just me. I was just looking down the back straightaway to see if I could see him. Pace truck in, 10 laps on the board. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to roll here in the last chance qualifier. Good start by Harris. Good start by Klump on the outside for Harris. Harris trying to keep it wound up, and he will. Down the back straightaway. It'll be the number 20 of Cody Harris taking the race lead. Oh, man, got tight down there in the corner. Harris will lead lap number 1. Who's at the tail? That's the 88 entry. Has to get a move on it. Don't want to be the final driver. Because if you're the final driver, you're going to go home here tonight. Sharp's back there. Hines back there. Pierce is back there. Sorry, Price is back there. I said Pierce, it's Price. There's the Biff. The Biff getting a little contact. Naff and Barber made a little contact in that heat race, which put both of them back here into the last chance qualifier. I believe that's Shane in the Loudon Reimer number 16 paint scheme. Reimert, one of the local guys here to actually our studio in Pennsylvania. Reimert just down the road in Ole, Pennsylvania. We're over here in Kutztown, just off the Action Track Raceways, Fairgrounds. LeBiff trying to make a move, though. He's moved up into P number 2, trying to take on the BG Graphics. Number 4, contact again between the number 16 and the 41. Matt and Tyler not playing nice with each other here tonight. There's only 5 laps to go, though. These drivers got to remember that everybody will lock in as long as they're not the final car. Sharp back here battling to try and stay in that final position. Battle for the race lead. Here comes the Biff machine. Not able to get there just yet. Harris going to move down the speedway, block the advances from Matt Barber. Good battle here at the front. We were watching kind of the mid-pack to the back of the field here, but look at the gaggle of cars here in this last chance qualifier with a chance to pick up a win. 2 laps to go. Look at Brandon Guerin. He's trying to go high, wide, and handsome around the outside. Lance DeWeese says that's not the way to run Williams Grove, by the way. That's in a 410 sprint car. White flag is up, though. It'll be one more time around here in the last chance qualifier. Harris trying to pick up his first LCQ win of the season. He's been driving a good ship right now. Oh, contact there. The Biff going to go around. At the line, Brandon Guerin's going to pick that one up. I'm just waiting for timing and scoring to come along here, race fans. And it is going to be Matt Barber, I do believe, on the outside looking in here at the Williams Grove Speedway. That's not what he wanted to see here tonight, that's for sure. Yeah, I do believe that's going to put him on the outside looking in. Well, race fans, while we have just a quick second here, we got to thank you once again for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch us here at the Williams Grove Speedway here tonight. It's the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series presented by the 802 iRacing League. Don't go anywhere, race fans. Your feature competition, 35 laps, coming up right after this.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch
in mind to treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, the way you buy a vehicle now is everything is ordered. So customers have to pick where they want to buy a vehicle. The people coming back for their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth vehicle, it's a good relationship, but that tells you that they know that we're going to take care of them. At G-Stone Motors, we just don't make customers, we make long-lasting friends. And I think that separates us.
G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Williams Grove Speedway here tonight for the G-Stone Motor 358 Modified Series, presented by the 802 iRacing League. Qualifying's in the books. Chad Lackey took the Quick Time Award here tonight at the Williams Grove Speedway. Sam Bachman, Clay Christopherson, Trevor Giroux all took home heat race victories. 25 drivers made the tow. 24 drivers will make it in the show. One driver going home here tonight. That's going to be car number 16 of Matt Barber. He will not make our feature event here unless, well, magically we can find a provisional for one driver, but I do believe he is the odd man looking in. But I can tell you, there's a seat up here, right about here, in turn 3. Yeah, don't worry about that big pole. It's really not that obvious here. The camera's just a little bit zoomed in, but hey, that's a good seat. That's where I was to watch Speed Weeks 2 years ago. Yeah, there's a better shot. Thank you. Right up there, right-hand side of that grandstand. But hey, we're ready to go here tonight, race fans. Thanks for tuning in. What do you say we get that starting lineup here tonight, brought to us by G-Stone Motors, your family-owned and operated Ford dealer in Middlebury, Vermont. This is the starting lineup here tonight. Starting on the front row, he'll drive car 007. That's the agent of Sam Bachman. To the outside of him, it's the mellow yellow lookalike Full Throttle Motorsports number 51 of Clay Christopherson. It's the 75T. He goes by the name of Trevor Giroux. Giroux in car 75T. He'll start third. It's the points championship leader, 3-time winner on the tour this season, car number 66. Hailing from Canada, that'll be Chad Lackey. How about the upstate New York car number 4R? That's the Heath Auto Repair, 4R of CJ LeVere. Matt Taylor, car number 51 here, I believe, on the scoring tonight. He'll start in 6th. Then it's another driver from north of the border. That'll be Ryland Banks in car number 76. Ted York making a rare start here tonight. The driver of the 09. He'll start in 8th. While Shane Billings, that's right, that Shane Billings, will start 17th. How about the Thunder Ridge Racing number 28 of Jeff Sharp? He'll roll from 10th here tonight. 11th then will be the driver out of North Syracuse, New York. That'll be Dean Reynolds in the purple People Eater machine. Starting into the 12th position, that's the Mr. Addie's number 23 of Joey Lattisaur. Brian Lawson in the Venom Racing number 57 will roll from the 13th starting spot. Well, how about the tap dancer of Eddie Brissett? He'll start car 15 and P number 14. Anthony Roselli, the Pennsylvania driver, in car number 7. He will come into Amish country. He will start here into the 15th starting spot. 16th here tonight will be the 04. That's Brandon Guerin. He'll start 16th. And how about Cody Harris? Led the last chance qualifier to the last lap. The New York driver will start 17th. Tyler Neff, car number 41. Well, he'll start 18th. Shane Pearson in the Loudon Reimer, looking like number 16 here tonight. He'll start 19th. 20th will be Klump out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. That'll be Speedy Brissett, Season 1's champion, starting 21st. James Price in car number 88 will start 22nd. Mason Hine will come from the last row with Glenn Sharp in the number 99. 35 laps, 24 drivers is what's here tonight at the Williams Grove Speedway, ready to go here tonight. The G-Stone Motor 358 Modified Series presented by 802 iRacing League, ready to do battle here in the Keystone State. Green flag is up. We're racing to turn 1. Great start by both rows there down the front straightaway through 1 and 2, still side by side. Everybody minding their P's and Q's here so far on the... Oh, I said it. I jinxed it. One around. Ryland Banks in car number 76 has gone around. driver from north of the border. 1 lap completed here tonight. Started in 7th. Banks now all the way back to 24th. Well, hey, there's 34 laps, young man, to try and get back to the front of the field. It's going to be a tough one here tonight, but I believe we could do it. Shaggy out there just missing the beer cans. Yeah, I remember that night I fell out of that grandstand with a beer in my hand. Had a little help, I'm not going to lie. Had a little help there, Shaggy. Bachman, though, continuing to lead here. I believe we should see if this would be a quickie yellow. See if we can get this one back underway here. Lights are out on the iRacing.com pace truck. So it'll be Bachman, Christopherson, Giroux, Lackey, the top 4. Then it's LeVere, Taylor, York, Billings, Sharp, Reynolds, the top 10. Had a good 1 and 2 last time. We've seen a lot of hiccups here in turns 1 and 2. Well, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, straight away. Yeah. Danger zones all around. It's called auto racing for a reason. We experienced that at Lincoln for the Speed Weeks. Green flag back into the air, though. Here we go. Great start by Bachman. 3 wide there momentarily through 1 and 2. All sorts itself out. Looking like we have a scoring issue, so we're going to throw the caution flag here. Caution flag going to come out for a scoring glitch, I'm being told over the radio. Want to see if we can get this back. Bachman is supposed to be scored as the race leader, but it's scoring Clump, Brissett, and Price out in front of them. So we'll see if we're going to get that flipped around here. One driver off the lead lap. That's going to be Neff, having some problems here. So we're just going to try and get that all sorted out. Looks like Ryland Banks also being scored in front of the race leader. Mason Hine being scored. So we do have some technical difficulties with the scoring loop here tonight at Williams Grove. It's probably the same scoring loop they used back when Metallica was over there in the infield performing their concert. You just never know. I'm coming through pit road. So we're seeing. So what do you think, race fans? Williams Grove Speedway better as a 410 racetrack or a modified racetrack, or maybe it's better for a concert venue? Now, I can tell you in recent memory here, we haven't seen any concerts, or, well, I haven't seen any concerts at Williams Grove. Not, especially not Metallica coming through. I haven't been back to Williams Grove since they raised the bridge. Have to see if we can get back there this summer. Maybe I can get Anthony Roselli. Where is Roselli? He's back in 19th being scored. So Roselli back in 19th. Maybe he can. Maybe he's got a 2-seater bike. Maybe we can ride out there together. You know, Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, only about a call it a 7-minute drive down the road here from us. I believe we got the one to go, but the field's still looking a little jumbled up here. Lights are out on the pace truck, so we're gonna go. I don't see the transponder loop being corrected just yet. We shall see once the drop of the green flag comes back out. Silverado pace truck to the safety of pit road. Bachman choosing the outside lane here with Christopherson to the inside. And it's Lackey and Giroux back on row number 2. Let's give it another whirl here. Green flag in the air. Well, if you weren't confused, race fans, now you're gonna be. We're gonna wait to see if scoring comes back up here before we throw that out there for you. We are working lap number 3 out of the 35 scheduled. Big trouble parking lot down on 3 and 4. Reynolds involved. Sharp involved. Looks like that's the 76 going around once again too, and Sharp having some front end issues on the number 99. It's just not quite tracking the way it should. Cody Harris was also involved in that one. So the third caution flag of the night is in the air here. Let's take a look. We're going to have to look back here. Multiple drivers involved in this one. And we're going to catch the back end of this one. Dean Reynolds was involved. I think he was one of the first ones to go around. There you see the contact with Roselli and Harris. Let's see, Reynolds in the corner. It looks like he lifted off. It got a little tap from somebody behind him. I believe that is Lawson, who got into the back of the number 79 of Reynolds. And everybody else here today trying to keep the momentum up. Momentum up. So race fans, I told you the scoring is a little jumbled and busted and all sorts of things. We will keep an eye on that for you here. Bachman is your race leader. So it's Bachman, Giroux, Christofferson, Lackey, LeVere, Taylor is how they are currently running out on the speedway. Lights are out, so we're getting ready this time. Pace truck out of the way in the hands of the 007. The Bachman entry fires them back off. We're racing once again here at Williams Grove. 30 laps remaining. Hey, would you look at that? We got a transponder loop working. Bachman out front here tonight. Everybody 2x2 behind him. Christofferson going to throw it to the inside. Almost a little kiss of the guardrail. Trevor Giroux going to keep the momentum wound up around the outside with a 75T. He'll take P number 2. Billings also. I say Billings, I keep getting it messed up because Billings always drives that bright car. Tonight, Chad Lackey, he brings a bright car, and now I'm more confused than a two-headed billy goat. CJ LeVere still working down around the bottom. And a lot of these race leaders have already migrated towards the top. Don't tell that to Clay Christofferson. He'll go right back down to the bottom. See if this track starts to migrate back down or if it just goes straight to the top here tonight at Williams Grove under the lights. Ted York working the bottom. One driver around towards the mid-pack. I believe that was the number 89 of Mason Hine. Hine having some problems, but he did get it righted up in the right direction, so we stay green for the time being here. That's Ted York in the 09 entry. The all-black with the gold leaf lettering. York's second feature start of the season. Another driver down around the bottom just behind him. That's the 03 of Speedy Brissett. Speedy Brissett, the Season 1 champion out of Plattsburgh, New York. Currently sitting in the 6th position. The driver that's picked up the most spots actually is right ahead of him. That's number 35 of Harold Crump, the driver out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Harold always has those throwback-looking entries. Very good competitor here on a Tuesday night. At the front of the field, it has not changed at all, race fans. It's still the 007 of Bachman. It's Bachman, Giroux, Lackey, Christofferson, Taylor, and Billings. There's Billings. Bright blue, bright yellow, bright. It's got to be one of those Billings Motorsports machines. He's currently running in 6th. He's running down Taylor right now. There you see Taylor in car number 15. Just trying to see what lines we're running down here through 3 and 4. Yeah, everybody pretty much still up around the top. York diamonded off. We kind of got that straight run off of turn number 4. See if that starts to pay dividends for him. Eddie Brissett back there running in 14th. He is one of 2 drivers that has not gained nor lost a position here tonight. There you see him. The Dan Dubuque, number 15, Brissett Racing Stables entry. He's running in 14th. The only other driver that hasn't moved a spot so far, lost a spot, that's the 007 of Sam Bachman, who's out front here with 23 laps remaining here at the Williams Grove Speedway. So New York driver Brissett trying to hold off the Pennsylvania driver of Klump. Klump has actually caught the 15 of Brissett. See if he can do anything with him. This is actually the battle back here for 14th and 15th place, respectively, on the speedway. Because your race leaders, they're working through 3 and 4. They're going to come this time. They're going to complete another lap. Christopherson still down on the bottom side trying to dig. Bachman, Giroux, Lackey, Christopherson, Taylor across the line is how they come. One down to the inside lane, the number 17. Shane Billings. He's trying the little engine that could. He could, but he couldn't, so he went back to the top side. Everybody up around the top. York diamonds it off again, though. See if he does it down here in 1 and 2. He does not. We'll watch him for a moment here, see what he does down in 3 and 4. He's been the only driver that's really been diamonding it off. This time he just goes up, he runs the top shelf all the way around, right up against the cushion there with the right rear tire. Just trying to get a little bit of bite for that 09. Right now York has fallen back 5 spots since the drop of the green flag. He's running in 13th overall. One driver has pulled it to the infield. That's the number 99 of Glenn Sharp. Sharp in the 99. Pulled it down, and it looks like he has gotten out of the car here tonight. So Sharp will be scored with a 24th place finish here tonight at Williams Grove. There's the top 4. Caution lights are on. It's the BG Graphics number 4. Brandon having some problems. Got a bunch of tore up panels on the number 4 already here, so let's take a look. See, the panels already tore up. Oh, Roselli tried to cross over on the BG Graphics number 4. It just caught the bars. Mason Hine making a good move there to go down to the inside and get around the sitting duck. Watch this from on board with the number 89 of Mason Hine. Oh boy, Brandon just held the brakes there. Great job. I'm sure Mason puckered on that one. So Brandon able to get his car to pit road. These drivers, race fans, they do have what's called a quick repair, a fast repair, if you will, a backup car. You get in a wreck like Brandon just did, you're able to come to pit road, you're able to get a brand new car, minus tires, not getting brand new tires on your machine, but you are getting brand new suspension parts put back on so you can get out there and compete here tonight. This, race fans, it's all for fun. Yes, we all care very much to be the winner, but you know, it's about having fun, coming out with the boys here on a Tuesday night. It's snowing for a lot of these drivers in New York and Canada and Vermont. Here in Pennsylvania, 53 degrees here today where we were at. Snowed 2 days ago. The sun came out, snowed again. Then it rained. Then it was 50 today, and it's probably going to snow tomorrow. You know, that's welcome to Pennsylvania. Can't wait springtime, though, to get to the racetracks. Whether it's modified racing, 600 micro sprint racing, 410s, maybe some late models. Get a little bit of everything here. Pace truck in, ready to go. Bachman taking the outside, Giroux taking the inside. Green flag back into the air. Here we go. Great start by that outside of Bachman. What can Giroux do down to the bottom? The restarts are always the time to make the bottom work if you can. It's not going to work for Giroux. He's actually going to lose a spot. Clay Christopherson has gotten around him. So it's Bachman, Christopherson, Giroux, Lackey, Billings, Reynolds. Where did Cotton Eye Joe Reynolds come from? Him and that purple peeper eater. 79 currently running there into the 6th spot. Taylor down to the inside of him. There's Joey Lanasour. He's rolling in top shelf. Not going to be able to get there before Taylor, though, can take it top side and cut him off. So that'll put Lanasour still running in 8th. CJ Livero's back there at 9th. How about Glenn Sharp? He's got back to the top 10 here. Still got 15 laps to go. York sitting there on the bottom trying to do something. Eddie Brissett back there was all sorts of crossed up in the tap dancing number 15. But still the hardest charger here so far tonight. Just lost a spot to Ryland Bangs. Nothing's changed at the front. Take a quick peek at the Full Throttle Motorsports. Swan setup shop number 007. The agent going to work here tonight. He does have Christopherson, though, and he does have the silly goose of Giroux right there. Now that you got Lackey and Billings running nose to tail in both bright-colored machines, how many times do you think race fans were going to mess this one up yet again before the end of the night? Because it'll be 11 to go. There's still a lot of times to call Billings Lackey and Lackey, well, Lackey. Almost a little contact there going down into turn number 1. Giroux right onto the back end of Clay Christopherson. He was able to hold up, hit the brakes just a little bit. Lost about a half a car length, so nothing no harm, no foul, I should really say. This time, double high fives at the line. It'll be just 10 more times around here at Williams Grove. Got to go back here to the Ted York battle. Ted and Tyler battling it out. York getting the better for the time being. York trying to go to battle here now with CJ Livera. Livera holding that 9th position. York sideways into turns 1 and 2. Broke the momentum for him. Jeff Sharp really had to take evasive actions there. York going to lose a position in that battle for the race lead, though. Here it is with 9 to go. It'll be 8 to go, and Bachman will retain the race lead. But Clay Christopherson was able to really throw it in there, get down low, and dig in the inside lane, maybe coming back. Chad Lackey took a bid down in turns 1 and 2. Now this time, hold on to her Bachman. Bachman went into a slider line defensive mode, slid way up the speedway, and Clay Christopherson was able to be right there. Christopherson to go to the bottom side through 1 and 2 once again. Can he keep it digging down there? They come off side by side, but the momentum pulls the 007 right back to the top spot. They'll slide again down in turns 3 and 4. The 51 of Christopherson staying down low. Drag race again, but the momentum continues to carry that 007 right back around the number 51. Look at all the Canadians down around the bottom. Lackey, Giroux, Billings, they're all just rolling the bottom side. Slip up that time through 1 and 2 is what put Bachman now back to 2nd, now back to 3rd. And it's Clay Christopherson with just 5 fingers in the air as he came through. 5 more times around. Clay Christopherson, your new race leader. Christopherson, Lackey, Bachman, Giroux, Billings, Reynolds, Taylor, York, Lavere, and Sharp as they're all going around. The number 20 of Cody Harris. Harris will stay to the outside. Caution lights are on. The Mr. Radiator, number 23, Joey Lanasour having some problems. Mason Hine coming in late. I believe Eddie Brissett also having some problems. Brissett will make his way to the safety of the infield, and allowed in Reimer number 16. So Shane having some problems. And I'm looking at that number 16 there, and oh boy, I haven't seen one bent that bad here in a while. But remember, race fans, they have those quick repairs, so he will be able to go down pit road. Don't worry, Shane will get back out here. Let's take a look here what happened. Contact, yes. Ladisaur with one heck of a ride. Not very wide here at Williams Grove. And oh, that back straightaway, we talked about how it wasn't completely straight. It got Shane. Let's see, though, I believe. Let's watch it down the back straightaway. 3 wide, Lawson to the inside. Pinch the 23, and that's where it jets out, race fans. We told you it wasn't straight. Down the back straightaway, and it's just going to wrap a whole bunch of them. About a kickflip 360 there. Watch the 16 here come through. Sees the wreck, gets out of it. The car straightens up and right into that little jutty. Somehow that car drove away. Busted up rear end, but it still drove away. Crazy. Hey, single file restart as we get ready to come back into the restart zone here. Should be 4 laps to go to be Christopherson, Lackey, Bachman, Giroux, Billings, Reynolds, Taylor, York, LeVere, and Sharp, the top 10. Bachman's been the dominant driver here all night long. Can he get back to the top spot before the checkered flag is waving? Here we go. Clay Christopherson says, "Chase me if you will." The Full Throttle Motorsports driver out front, leading the Billings Motorsports number 66 of Chad, Lackey. Lackey in the 66, holding down second. Oh, Bachman threw it in deep that time, and it's going to wash up. That's going to give the advantage here to Giroux if he will take it. He's to the inside. The Full Throttle Motorsports number 75T, put him P number 3. Bachman still trying to bang the boards up top there. He gets great momentum down the straightaways. But it is the long way around here at Williams Grove. You venture that high in a sprint car, and boy, trouble could be. 4 in the fluff, if you will. Popsicle sticks up, though. We're going 2 more times around, and Clay Christopherson is saying, boys, let me get to the white silk because I am checking out on this field. There you see him out of turn number 4. He'll see the white silk in the air. One final time, presented by G-Stone Motors here tonight at the Williams Grove Speedway. Seeing if he can pick up a win here. He's not been able to pick up a feature win yet this season. For the final time through 3 and 4, a last-ditch effort by Lackey. Lackey's just not going to quite get there. Christopherson will pick up the win here in the Keystone State. Maybe Christopherson, Lackey, Giroux, Bachman, Billings, Reynolds, Taylor, York, LeVere, and Lawson rounding out the field here. Fireworks going off in turn number 4. Look at that, Shaggy. You are correct. The best thing here, the fireworks at the end of the race. Unofficial results rolling on the left-hand side of the screen here tonight for you, race fans, as this is your winner rolling up here in the number 51. There he is. We'll get to talk to him in just a little bit. He's your winner. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back here with your post-race show brought to us by G-Stone Motors.
Here's to our country markets, to the moms and the pops, to the 3 generations strong, to the lifeblood of our communities, for prepping our meals and lending a hand through the good times and challenging times.
I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time.
Thank you for always being there for us. Your friends at G-Stone Motors.
Everybody has some kind of a hobby, and seems like mine was collecting stuff. I've got to the point where I've had to get rid of some of this, and G-Stone Motors, they take anything in trade. I'd trade my Caterpillar D4D bulldozer for a pickup. I think it's great service for people to trade in something. The G-Stone Motors team is a great group of people that I would recommend to anybody.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
My father, Gardner Stone, has grown our dealership with one thing in mind: to treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, the way you buy a vehicle now is everything is ordered, so customers have to pick where they want to buy a vehicle. The people coming back for their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth vehicle, it's a good relationship, but that tells you that they know that we're going to take care of them. At G-Stone Motors, we just don't make customers, we make long-lasting friends, and I think that separates us.
G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here to Williams Grove. Tonight, 35 laps of feature competition in the books. You see it on the screen. That's your race winner. We're going to talk to Clay Christopherson here in just a moment, picking up his first feature win of the season. But hey, what do you say? Let's just stop listening to me. Stop hearing what I got to say. Let's hear what the drivers have to say after this one. Clay, what do you say? You're standing by here tonight with the red carpet out. The microphone's yours, obviously, here because it's all about you. How did you get around Sam Bachman tonight after he dominated the early portions of this one?
We were playing follow the leader for a while, and I heard the boys were racing behind me, and figured I got to do something else. Tried the middle for a little bit, wasn't much. Tried to cut down, it wasn't consistent. And then when Trevor said they were racing side by side there, I tried the very bottom, and it hooked. It was a tough line to get down there, but it was digging on 1 and 2 for sure.
You were able to dig through 1 and 2. How did you stay away from the Juddy on the back straightaway before that bridge? That's a good question. How did you stay away from the Juddy?
I noticed on the exit of 2, if you roll your car on that little cushion and you kind of just go with the flow of the car, you'll almost miss it every time.
Well, we're glad you missed it out there. Did you miss us last week?
Yeah, I totally forgot it was Tuesday last week. It was a long week.
Well, then I guess it's a good thing I was sick, and Dean Reynolds was sick, and it was just a terrible time. But hey, we're back here, so you'll pick up tonight's win. Oswego next week. What do you feel in going from Pennsylvania to New York?
I feel pretty confident. Oswego is one of my faster tracks, especially for running the bottom. I like doing 100 and 200 lappers there, so we'll see what it does with the 35.
Well, and a fan question here before we let you go. Were you worried that Chad Lackey was going to get to the tail of that car in turn 3 on the last lap?
I knew he was there the whole time. All it costed would have been one mess up, and he would have been right there or gone. So, no, we held him off. That's good.
You held them off to pick up your first win of the season. Before we let you go, let's roll the red carpet officially out for you. Let's pass you the microphone, and is there anybody that you got to thank for picking up this win here tonight?
All you guys for putting this on. All the guys at FTM and Swan Speed for 358 and big block sets.
Short and to the point, race fans. He's your winner. First-time winner this season, anyway. Car number 51 of Clay Christopherson. No stranger to the podiums, but tonight, first victory of the season. Hill Park, the 51. Second place here tonight, it's going to go to your points championship leader, Chad Lackey. Chad, you come in as the points leader. You're going to leave as the points leader because Trevor Giroux, who you're battling, finishes behind you here tonight. How did this car feel out there on this 410 sprint car track?
And I gotta tell you, tonight we weren't expecting to be in the podium tonight, but definitely had the car to bring it home victory. Yeah, the track quickly changed there in the feature. I was very surprised, actually. I thought it was just gonna be a bottom feeder all night, but yeah, it was just the top and the start, and then eventually we moved down to the bottom and we picked off a couple positions and just held off everyone.
When do you know it's time to switch lanes? As you alluded to, we went to the top almost instantly here tonight. At what point do you start thinking about going to the bottom like you guys did?
you don't. It's more of a take your chance and gamble. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, like I said, fantastic run tonight. Congrats to Trevor and Clay there on their podiums. And yeah, let's move on to next week there. Hopefully keep this train going, and yeah, let's see what we can do.
Well, before we let you hop on the train, why don't you just go ahead and tell us who's on the side of all those quarter panels that make it look good? Because I don't know how many times I called you Billings before I realized there's a 66 on the side with how bright it was.
Yeah, that's the new car there. That's Tommy Gun Customs. Got to give a massive shout out to him. Billings Motorsports, iRacing Media, 802, all the admins, Dean, Rob, Brandon. There's probably other people I'm forgetting, but got to thank all those guys for putting on this league. All the side sponsors who put up the cash prizes for 802. All the boys in Discord, Matt, Shane, Rylan, Justin, even Trevor sometimes. Gotta give a shout out to those boys and say hi to everyone watching. Hope you enjoyed the race.
Well, they're out there watching, and I'm sure they're going to be ready to tune into the Chili Bowl after this. But Chad Lackey finishing P number 2 here tonight. And how about this? The only driver to finish where he started tonight, Trevor Giroux. How did you manage to be the only driver to finish where you start?
I don't know, honestly. Just was kind of running second there for a while, and just kind of prepping to make a move on Sam there, and just caution came out, and we kind of just reset. He picks the top, and I'm on the bottom, and just got a really crappy restart, and settled in, and then bottom came in out of nowhere, and that's when Chad got around me. So kind of just settled in, and then I think Sam kind of, I don't know if he tried the bottom or not and didn't like it and went back to the top. It was just bottom at that point, and I passed him. So just kind of shuffled a few spots. I mean, I think up to second and back to fourth. So I mean, can't really complain. It was I don't like this track at all. I'm sorry to everybody who likes it. This place sucks. I'm not very good here, so I'll definitely take a third tonight.
Is it not that you're very good, or is it just not one of those very racy tracks that a lot of people tend to like?
Yeah, I think it's definitely not one of those racy tracks that people tend to like. Just, it's not like your typical track you'd bring a modified or a late model to. I mean, it's long. It's like the long sweeping corners, and it's just not like, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know the right word for it. It's just not what we're used to, I guess. I mean, don't really race here very often, but I mean, it wasn't too bad tonight, right? Like racing wise. I mean, it was kind of nice to see the top there for a while, and then it just went right to the bottom. I mean, I would have rather that than it just be top all night. So it was, honestly, I was pretty impressed with that. So can't be too upset.
Can you be upset that Chad Lackey beat you again?
No, I kind of had a feeling there. He was on my rear end there for a while. I kind of had a feeling he was going to get by me at some point. But just got to keep stacking these podiums together and these good runs, and just be there at the end when it comes time for a championship. So it's going to be fun, and that's what it's all about for me. Sometimes it's, especially when you're running for points, for me, it's not all about trying to win, just being consistent and like I said, stacking these podiums and these top fives, and just be there at the end when it all matters.
I love the answers. It sounds like you are ready to run for mayor, that's for sure. We'll put you at the mayor candidate here for the 802 series. But hey, final question here.
Yep.
Who do you got for the Chili Bowl?
Ooh, that's a good question. I might have to go very basic here because I don't know the drivers too well, but I think my boy Ricky Thornton Jr. is there, so I gotta go with him.
Well, it's not a bad pick. I think the guy can drive the wheels even off one of these Amish horse and buggies that we see going up and down the road here at Williams Grove. So not a bad pick. But Trevor, before we let you go, is there anybody back home on the quarter panels that make it all go in a circle and look as good as it does?
Yeah, just all the guys at FTM first and foremost. Really good run for us tonight, so we'll definitely take it. And shout out to Clay and Chadman on some phenomenal runs. Shout out to Sam as well, very good run. I mean, led most of the race, and super awesome to see Shane up there, man. That was a good run by him. He was on me for the last 7 or 8 laps. So props to him and all the sponsors, griphack.com, RSN Trackside, Big Tim Race Wraps, Dean Reynolds with the Super Dirt Car Series, Expert Installation, everybody behind the scenes here at the league, just everyone who makes this possible when it comes to, admins, the owners of the league, the sponsors, everybody. This is a great place to run. So thank you, everybody behind the scenes. Thank you, Roger, for the broadcast, and thank you to everybody watching.
There you hear it. Your third place finisher here tonight, Trevor Giroux, will round out the podium. It was Christopherson, Lackey, Giroux, the agent of Bachman, and Sugar Shane finishing into the 5th position here tonight. That's your unofficial top 5 from the Williams Grove Speedway. Race fans, it's been a good one here at Williams Grove, but what do you say we crank it up a notch? That's right. Next week we head to upstate New York, the Oswego Speedway, for 35 laps on January the 20th is where we will be for round number 8. If you thought the Keystone State did good with Lernerville and Williams Grove, wait till we go to Oswego because it's just a warm-up. What do you mean a warm-up? Well, remember the season finale on March the 35th, March the 35th. Looking at the lap counts here, race fans, March 31st. We're going 100 laps in the season finale. So 35 laps next week, 100 laps at the end of March. So all roads lead to Oswego, if you will. We're steal that one, Dean. See if you catch that. But hey, race fans, we thank you all for tuning in here tonight. We hope you switch over to Flow Racing, watch the Chili Bowl. Let us know who your picks are, and if your week is going good, I can tell you, night 1 of the Chili Bowl, my pick won. We hope your pick wins tonight. We hope your pick won here tonight. It was Clay Christopherson picking up the victory. But until next time, race fans, everybody stay safe. And we'll see you in turn 3.
At G-Stone Motors, our customers know the value of hard work. So we work hard to find them the right vehicle. G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.